the tax relief that we currently have could be ending by the end of the year.
All right, so how can you take advantage of it while it lasts, and what do you need to do if they do end?
That's right. 23 ABC's personal financial consultant, Andy Barkate, is here this morning to explain the Bush tax. They've been threatening this, the Bush tax cut. They said, we're going to end it. Well, we're going to extend it. We're going to extend it.
Not everybody gets to follow Elmo, do they?
No, I was going to say, how do you
do that?
Okay, maybe we'll talk about slashing the red or something.
There we go.
Maybe that's what we could do. But, you know, this is kind of a, should we be concerned? The people that have been benefiting, the people that have been, well, getting maybe a little bit of a break because of the Bush tax cuts, do they need to worry, and how much do they need to worry?
I think all of us need to worry about this,
okay,
to be honest with you. Now, it's been presented by the media and by a lot of people in politics that these tax cuts are just for the wealthy.
Okay.
Not altogether true.
All right.
A lot of things will change. Now, first of all, Congress has got to allow these things to expire, and they're set to expire at the end of the year. They were actually set to expire at the end of 2010, but they extended them.
Right.
Now, the jury's out, and nobody really knows. If you try to read what people are saying, nobody knows what's going to happen. Congress can do anything they want. A lot of things change. Capital gains and dividend rates change, which all investors will deal with. All income tax brackets change for all taxpayers, just not the top brackets. Right now, the lowest tax bracket is 10%. That goes away. That jumps to 15%. The 25% bracket jumps to 28, to 28 to 31, and so on and so on, all the way up the ladder. So the highest tax bracket jumps from 36 to 39.6, I believe it is.
Okay.
So across the board, we're all going to pay more taxes. That's a good thing, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Right.
Pay more taxes.
Yeah, that is.
You're going to need Elmo to convince us on that one.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I said that with a half-hearted, you know, tongue-in-cheek.
Exactly.
Get dividends, which are mainly from an investor point of view, and if you have a mutual fund or your 401k, your IRAs, you're an investor. You're an investor.
Right.
So capital gains right now are averaging about 15% federal. There's still state tax on top of that. If you're in the lower personal income tax brackets, you're either going to pay 10% now or maybe zero capital gains and dividends. That 0% bracket goes away. So we're all going to pay more capital gains and dividends, and that kind of takes away some of the strategies people have too. Now, it is true that some of the other, say, itemized deductions and personal exemptions, which were scheduled, which typically phase out for higher income taxpayers. Well, that phase out kind of phased out under the Bush tax cuts. That's going to come back. So it's true that those higher income taxpayers will get beat up a little bit more, giving up some of their personal exemptions and itemized deductions. But I think the big thing is what we talked about. Some of the income tax brackets as well as capital gains and dividend rates are going to go up for everybody.
So it just, in a nutshell, can we protect ourselves? Is there a way to do that?
There are certain things you can do. For example, if you expect to get maybe a bonus or more income, take it now. Take it now where you're probably going to be in a lower income tax bracket. If you have deductions, which you have, if you have any latitude on when to take them, you may want to save those deductions for next year when rates might be a little bit higher. If you have a capital gain, if you're lucky enough to have, let's use Apple as an example. You have Apple stock. You may want to sell it now if you're thinking about that.
Okay.
But there's also other strategies too. For example, you can gift assets. It's a very common strategy to gift assets. And well, I won't go into all the details there, but you can gift an asset, say to your child, your son, and then have their son sell that asset. So tell him to sell the Apple stock. He'll probably be in a 0% capital gains bracket.
Okay.
There's a lot of very creative, quasi-simple, but yet creative tax plays that you can make.
Just don't wait till December to make this.
And they're also very legal. And also keep your eye out to what's happening, because really we don't know. And this will be, it's a political year, obviously.
Yes.
And this will be battered around, and nobody really knows how serious they're going to get.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right. Watch and wait for the next 6 months.
Keep our
Thanks,
fingers
Andy.
crossed. Thank you.